Good day, you all. I hope you all are doing fine and dandy. I mean, fine and dandy because Miss B here, she's doing pretty good because I see you guys. All right, you guys, I have another story. And today our story is called Music for Everyone. Did you hear that? I made a beat. I made music. Listen. What if I add a to it? See? Music is all around. Let's look at the front cover of this book. This is the front cover. We have four children. One, two, three, four. And they all have some type of musical instrument. I see a flute. I can't remember what that one is. A violin and some drums. I bet if we read the words in the book, we can find out what this music instrument is. What do you think? I think so too. All right, so we have the back cover of the book, and the four children are still playing their music instruments. Then we have our spine. The spine is what keeps the book together. All right, let's read our book to find out what this story is about. Our big chair often sits in our living room empty now. Why do you think the big chair is empty now? Let's find out. When I first got my accordion, Grandma and Mama used it in that chair together to listen to me practice. You guys, we read the words in the book and we found out what this instrument was. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. This is called an accordion. Can you say accordion? Accordion. Very good job. See, all we have to do is read the text and look at the pictures. Let's keep going. And every day after school, while Mama was at her job at the diner, Grandma would be sitting in the chair by the window. Even if it was snowing big flakes down on her hair, she would lean way out to call, "Hurry up, Pussycat! I've got something nice for you." But Grandma is sick. Oh no. Have you ever been sick before? Yeah, it doesn't feel good. She has to stay upstairs in the big bed in Aunt Ida and Uncle Sandy's extra room. Mama and Aunt Ida and Uncle Sandy and I take turns taking care of her. When I come home from school, I run right upstairs to ask Grandma if she wants anything. I carry up the soup Mama has left for her. I water her plants and report if the Christmas cactus has any flowers yet. Then I sit on her bed and tell her about everything. Looks to me like she's being very helpful. Grandma likes it when my friends Leora, Jenny, and May come home with me because we play music for her. Leora plays the drums. Boom, 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 boom. May plays the flute. Jenny plays fiddle, and I play my accordion. So Miss B called this one a violin. But really, the words in the book said it's a fiddle. Can you guys say fiddle? Fiddle. Very good job. One time we played a dance for Grandma that we learned in the music club at school. Grandma clapped until it made her too tired. She told us it was like the music in the village where she lived when she was a little girl. It made her want to dance right down the street. We had to keep her from trying to hop out of bed to go to the kitchen to fix us a treat. Leora and Jenny and May and I left Grandma to rest and went down to get our own treat. We squeezed together into our big chair to eat it. It feels sad down here without your Grandma, Leora said. Even your big money jar up there looks sad and empty. Remember how it was full to the top and I couldn't even lift it when we bought the chair for my mother? I said. And remember how it was more than half full when you got your accordion? Jenny said. I bet it's empty now because your mother has to spend all her money to take care of your grandma till she gets better. That's how it was when my father had his accident and couldn't go to work for a long time, May said. May had a dime in her pocket and she dropped it into the jar. That would make it look a little more fuller anyway, she said as she went home. Let's look at the picture of them. They're all cuddled up in that big chair that Grandma usually sits in. Seems to me like they're missing Grandma. But after Jenny and Leora and May went home, our jar looked even emptier to me. I wondered how we could ever be able to fill it up again while Grandma was sick. I wondered when Grandma would be able to come downstairs again. Even our beautiful chair with roses all over it seemed empty, with just me in the corner of it. The whole house seemed so empty and so quiet. Look at her there, just all alone. Sometimes I like to be alone. I got out my accordion and I started to play. The notes sounded beautiful in the empty room. One song that is an old tune sounded so pretty. I played it over and over and over and over. I remembered what my mother had told me about my other grandma and how she used to play the accordion. Even when she was a girl, not much bigger than I, she would get up and play at a party or a wedding so the company could dance and sing. Then people would stamp their feet and yell, "More, more, more." When they went home, they would leave money on the table for her. When they leave money on a table for her when someone is working, it's called a tip. It tells us how well the people liked the service. That's how I got my idea for how I could help fill up the jar. Again, I ran upstairs. "Grandma," I whispered. "Grandma, is that you, Pussycat?" she answered in a sleepy voice. "I was just having such a nice dream about you. Then I woke up and heard you playing that beautiful old song. Come on over here, honey, and sit here and brush my hair." I brushed Grandma's hair and told her my whole idea. She thought it was a great idea. But tell the truth, Grandma, I begged her. Do you think kids could really do that? I think you and Jenny and Leora and May could do it. No question about it. No question at all, she said. Only don't wait a minute to talk to them about it. Go call and ask them now. And that was how the Oak Street Band got started. Ooh, Grandma is a very big supporter. Like a lot of your supporters in your life. Our music teachers help us pick out pieces we could all play together. Aunt Ida, who plays a guitar, helped us practice. We practiced on our back porch. One day, our neighbor leaned out his window in his pajamas and yelled, "Listen, kids, you sound great, but give me a break. I work at night. I've got to get some sleep in the daytime." After that, we practiced inside. Grandma said it was helping her get better faster than anything. At last, my accordion teacher said we sounded very good. Uncle Sandy said so too. Aunt Ida and Grandma said we were terrific. Mama said she thought anyone could be glad to have us play for them. It was Leora's mother who gave us our first job. She asked us to come and play at a party for Leora's great-grandmother and great-grandfather. It was going to be a special anniversary for them. It was 50 years ago on that day they first opened their market on our corner. Now Leora's mother takes care of the market. She always plays the radio loud while she works. But for the party, she said there just had to be live music. All of Leora's aunts and uncles and cousins came to the party. Most of people from our block came too. Mama and Ida and Uncle Sandy walked down from their house very slowly with Grandma. It was Grandma's first big day out. Grandma gets to come out. There was a long table in the backyard made from little tables all pushed together. It was covered with so many big dishes of food you could hardly see the tablecloth. But I was too excited to eat anything. And why is she excited? Do anybody remember? Because she gets to play at the special anniversary of the market being open. Look at all that good food. Leora and Jenny and May and I waited over by the rose bush. Each of us had their instrument all ready, but everyone else's went on eating and talking and eating some more. We didn't see how they would ever get around to listening to us, and we didn't see how we could be brave enough to begin. It's called stage fright, because when I get into a big group of people and talking, I freeze up like this. Oh goodness gracious. At last, Leora's mother pulled us right up in front of everybody. She banged on the pitcher with a spoon to get everyone's attention. Then she introduced each one of us. And now we're going to have live music, she said. Music and dancing for everybody. It was quiet as school assembly. Every single person there was looking right at Leora and Jenny and May and me. But we just stood there and stared right back. Then I heard my grandma whisper, "Please, Pussycat, play anything, just like you used to play for me." I put my fingers on the keys and buttons. Jenny tucked her fiddle under her chin. May put her flute to her mouth. Leora held up her drums. After that, we played and played and played. We made mistakes, but we played like a real band. The little lantern came on. Everybody danced. They got over the stage fright. And there's everybody having a great time to their music. Mama and Aunt Ida and Uncle Sandy smiled at us every time they danced by. Grandma kept time nodding her head and tapping with the cane she uses now. Leora and Jenny and May and I forgot about being scared. We loved the sound of the Oak Street Band, and afterwards everybody clapped and shouted. Leora's great-grandfather and great-grandmother thanked us. They said we had made their party something they would always remember. Leora's father piled up plates of food for us. My mama arranged for Leora, Jenny, May, and to stay over at our house, and we finally all went out to the gate together late at night. Leora's mother tucked an envelope with our money into Leora's pocket. Wow, so they got paid to be the band hosting the party. As soon as we got home, we piled up into that bed to divide the money. We made 4 equal shares. Leora said she was going to save up for a bigger drum. May wasn't sure what she wanted to do with her share. Jenny fell asleep before she could tell us, but I couldn't even lie down until I climbed up and put mine right into our big jar on the shelf near our chair. Now, do you see? She said she wanted to make money to fill back up that pot that had become low. And by the end of the book, she was able to make some money to replenish the pot. So with that being said, if we have an idea on our minds, we must never lose track of it. And we have to believe in ourselves that we can do it. And just like she did, she believed in herself. She overcame her fears, and she helped replenish the money back into her coin jar. All right, you guys. Until next time. Bye.